What was I looking into? Oh, oh, that's what we got. That's what we got. So, this Abercombrie app. I don't even know if I'm saying this shit right. Abercombrie and Fitch. The former CEO of Abercombrie and Fitch. Is it Abercombrie or Abercombrie? I think it's Abercombrie, ain't it? I never wore that shit. I couldn't afford it at the time. Abercrombie and Fitch, I think is what it's called. Matter of fact, let me look that up because I want to be very. I definitely want to be a good journalist now. How do you pronounce this goddamn name? Abercrombie and Fitch. Well, that's just the whole word. How do you say just the goddamn word? Abercrombie and Fitch. Oh, I said it right. So Abercrombie and Fitch. Okay, I was just guessing and said this shit right. Abercrombie and Fitch. All right. Anyway. All right. So former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Mike Jeffries, has an ankle monitor. Oh, matter of fact, let me read this real quick. Let me read this because he does look all smiles and shit. He does look all smart. Matter of fact, before I do that, let me show y'all what he looked like. I want y'all to see what he looked like real quick. Because when I saw him, right, I said, is that a person? He's 80 years old. Okay, now that explains why he looked the way he looked. Now that explains why he looked like goddamn Clayface. Look at this shit. Hold on. Look at this shit here. Don't this shit just look... Man, fuck that. Hold on. Don't this shit look like someone just put this goddamn mask on him every morning? Like in some spots, it's crooked as a bitch on the left eye. Like he got to squint like a motherfucker with that left eye to get it working. Right. Like fucking Big O from Ghostbusters. Look at this shit. Look at this shiny ass shit. This plastic ass face. What the fuck? Even if you are 80 years old, goddammit. That shit don't even look real. Look at this. Take this goddamn mask off. This shit crooked as a bitch. How the hell your skin mask is crooked? What is this shit? This is supposed to be his younger days. Like, nigga, why are you just walking around looking like something out of damn Crypt, keep the Tales from the Crypt? It's the scary looking nigga his whole life. I can understand why you sex trafficking men. I completely understand now. You wasn't getting no female looking like that. They scared to fuck you. They scared to look at you. Yeah, anybody that dresses and looks like this, you run for your life. You run for your goddamn life. You see this goddamn sinister grin smiling at you. You run from your goddamn life. Because this face right here remind me of the thing from the Goonies. That's who he really started to remind me of. He reminded me of the Goonies. Remember the Goonies? I know this is very age telling right now. Remember the Goonies? That's who you remember me of. You shave that head off right now. I'm telling you right now, you take this goddamn fake ass toupee off right now, he gonna look like homie from the Goonies. Y'all think I'm bullshit. Hold on. You can't tell me it ain't no family resemblance. You can't tell me ain't no goddamn family resemblance. That's the same nigga. The same nigga to me. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't no way, y'all. He looked just like the nigga from the Goonies. I'm trying to tell you. Look just like him. But this fool here has been on his own little Diddy escapade. Or should I say, Diddy done did it again. That was a Diddy making phone calls. Now, yes, Jason Voorhees without the mask. Yes, that's spot on right there, Rapture. That's goddamn spot on. Baby Juju, what's going on? Goddamn, spot on. This Clayface looking nigga. I don't, man. Nicole Nolte. Like, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I can understand why you ain't getting the women. They scared the fucking look at you. I'm telling you right now. A bitch might ask. I don't even want to say that joke. I don't want to say that joke. I don't want to say it. It's too soon. It's too soon. It's too soon. It's too soon. But definitely, I can definitely see a one night stand being a compliment for you. She rolled over at 3 o'clock in the morning. Said, shit. Sneak right the fuck up on out of here. Them drugs were all fast looking at you. You was sober a bitch up looking at you. Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's look at this lawsuit real quick. Let's look at this lawsuit right here. Extremely fake. Extremely fake. I said, like, somebody just literally draws that bitch up and stretches it out and puts it on, slap that bitch right on his face. Psh! Wear this shit. Glue this bitch on at the neck. I'm trying to tell you. I would not be surprised if that shit look like Beyonce baby bump in the back. And it's a staple on that toupee. I guarantee you. In the back of that shit. Every night they gotta yank off the same staple and put that shit back. Anywho. Oh my gosh. Alright. Why do they call it 2C? What's the name origin? 2CB. They call it 2C because it it's originally called from 2CB. What sex trafficking was he doing? Children or grown-ups? He was doing guys. Yeah, he damn sure look like a deep fake face. That's another great one too. All right, let's get this this lawsuit here. All right, where's my captcha? Where's my captcha? Alright, so the fuck do you, how does your face just look that goddamn fake? Goddamn, the Jenner looking thing. Is it Kris Jenner? Which one of them damn Jenners? That became a here shit? Which one of them Jenners is that? Even Jenner shit look better than that. It's Kris Jenner. And Kris Jenner shit look better than that. Goddamn. That's the stat. Now you need to talk to that surgeon. Talk to whoever did the person surgery. Bruce Jenner. That's what I'm talking about. Bruce Jenner ass. Yeah, talk to Bruce Jenner surgeon or something. Get them staples fixed. All right, so this is Sean Perez, Nevada Bar number law offices or Sean Perez. Let me see. Okay, so that's the Laura there. So wait, no, this is the Ashley Perry one. Damn it, I'm reading the wrong one. Hold on, 1 second, cause I do have it. Where's mother folder at? Where's mother folder? All right, let me get this. Modified. Sending group. Modified. There we go. All right, and I have it wrong way. Here we go. All right. United States America against Michael S. Jeffries, Matthew C. Smith, and James T. Jacobson. Better known as the CEO, former CEO of Abercombrie and Fitch, excuse me. And James T. Jacobson, also known as Jim Jake, Mrs. Cook, and Todd. Now, I am already nervous of reading this because it's James T. Jacobson, and the AKA is Mrs. Cook. I am already nervous for this entire story right now. Who that slugger? What's going on? What's going on, my brother? When they retired, story, secret guy, same way Epstein was found. Yes. Yes. It's all the same. It's all the same. Like I said, I'm surprised the diddler. God bless him. Decide that I don't even know how he's still in there this long. He fucking some inmates for his protection right now. Tell you right now, Diddy got a spare bottle of baby oil, and I guarantee you right now he is fucking an inmate or two for security, just to make sure they don't poison him. Hey, take that. You know what I'm saying? Try that real quick. Make sure that shit ain't poison. Take that real quick. But let's see. Let's go down to the allegations here, the factual allegations here. And I feel like I'm gonna need to pour some more up, as well as I'm going to need to hit and tap some of this here to keep myself up for this here. Ain't he in PC? Shit. That's a good thing for him. Yes, he's in PC. I'm just making jokes. He's in PC. But yeah, he provided the models. Yep. So let's go to the factual allegations here. Oop. So to bring you guys up to speed, yes, this one is for sex trafficking, and mainly his what they're saying that these three were doing was sex trafficking male prostitutes. So you see the first one, sex trafficking, and then you see the interstate prostitution is the second count. And then you have the forfeiture allegation as well here. We're getting down to the allegation. Oops, excuse me. Oh, wait. This isn't the whole one? This is just the this is just the accusal part. Okay. This isn't or did they have this word? Okay. Well, fuck it. Let's go from the top. From the tippy. No diddy. At all times relevant to this indictment, unless otherwise indicated, the defendants and relevant entities from approximately 1992 to 2014, the defendant Michael S. Jeffries was the chief executive, or should I say CEO, of Abercombrie and Fitch, a fashion clothing retailer that owned and operated retail services around the world. The Jeffries Family Office, JFO, was established to manage Jeffries' personal income and assets, which included properties in Watermill, New York, among others. The defendant, Matthew C. Smith, was a defendant Michael S. Jeffries' romantic partner. So Michael and Matthew, as well as an employee of the JFO. In addition to managing assets to, the JFO employed personnel who facilitated Jeffries and Smith's personal and social social lives by, among other things, arranging their travel and managing their properties and financial affairs. So who did that? They said Jeff. Okay, who said it? And this is Jeffries and Smith. Okay, so which one was that? This is James T. Jacobson. Okay. The defendant, James T. Jacobson, also known as Jim Jake, Mrs. Cook, and Todd, was employed by the defendants Michael S. Jeffries and Matthew C. Smith to recruit, interview, and hire men to perform commercial sex acts for Jeffries and Smith, including at the New York properties. This, yeah, me too. Once I done seen how this nigga was dressing, I too had that same thing. I too had that same feeling. Them damn jeans and chancletas, that took the cake right there. You can't not deny it now. Where was he at here? So the sex trafficking and prostitution business. From approximately 2008 to 2015, the defendants Michael S. Jeffries, Matthew C. Smith, and Jacobson, together with others, operated an international sex trafficking and prostitution business. During this period, Jeffries and Smith relied on their vast financial resources, Jeffries' power as the CEO of Abercombrie and Fitch, and numerous people, Abercrombie, and numerous people, including Jacobson, and a network of employees, contractors, and security professionals to run a business that was dedicated to fulfilling their sexual desires and ensuring that their international sex trafficking and prostitution business was kept secret, thereby maintaining Jeffries' powerful reputation. As part of this international sex trafficking and prostitution business, the defendants Michael S. Jeffries and Matthew C. Smith paid for dozens of men, including among others, John Doe's number 1 through 15. Jesus Christ, 15 John Doe. Individuals whose identities are known to grand jury, to travel within the United States and internationally to meet Jeffries and Smith in various locations, including at the New York properties, as well as in hotels in such places as England, France, Italy, Morocco, and Saint Barthélemy, for the purpose of engaging in commercial sex acts with Jeffrey Smith and others. Some of the men traveled to and were paid to attend multiple sex events. The defendants, Michael Jeffries, and Matthew C. Smith, through the JFO, recruited, hired, and paid an exclusive set of household staff to facilitate and supervise these sex events. Among other things, the staff transported men to and from the sex events, arranging physical spaces for the sex events, and supervised the men who attended, including, among other things, facilitating the conduct described below in paragraphs 9 to 11. Okay. At the direction of the defendants, Michael S. Jeffries and Matthew C. Smith, the staff were present at, observed, and acted as security for, including by controlling entry and exit the sex events. The staff also provided Jeffrey Smith and the men who attended with alcohol, muscle relaxants known as poppers, lubricant, Viagra, and condoms, among other items. So, as directed by Jeffries and Smith, the staff also directed men to, among other things, wear costumes, use sex toys, or prepare for particular sexual acts. Oh boy, here we go. Either the defendant, Jacobson, or the staff paid the men for attending the sex events. The defendant, Jacobson, traveled throughout the United States and internationally to recruit and interview men for the sex events. During tryouts of potential candidates, Jacobson typically required that the candidates first engage in commercial sex acts with him. Following That's nasty. Following the tryout by Jacobson, the defendant, Matthew C. Smith, approved candidates prior to their selection and in transportation. Excuse me. So approved candidates prior to their schedule. What does it say? Approved candidates prior to their selection for and transportation to a sex event. At the direction of Smith, Jacobson paid fees to individuals who successfully referred men who were subsequently selected. So this is sounding more and more like when Cassie was ordering BBCs for Diddy. So why we never thought about that, right? We got BBL Drizzy. Why we never said BBC Diddy? You don't got a ring to it yet? You don't got no ring to it yet, BBC Drizzy? Okay. The defendants, Michael Jeffries, Matthew C., and Jacobson. Let's see here. And Jacobson and others acting at their direction employed coercive, fraudulent, and deceptive tactics in connection with the recruitment, hiring, transportation, obtaining, maintaining, solicitation, and payment of the men to engage in commercial sex. For example, Jeffries, Smith, Jacobson, and others acting at their direction employed a referral system and interview process that failed to inform men of the details of the sex events before they attended, including the full extent and nature of the sexual activity that would be required of the men at the sex events, including, among other things, anal intercourse, the insertion of large sex toys into the anus, and high-pressured enemas administered by inserting a hose into the anus. This is sounding very disgusting. Required prospective candidates first participate in a sexual encounter or tryout with Jacobson at times without advance notice. C. Caused them to believe that attending the sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercombrie and otherwise benefit their careers, or in the alternative, that not complying with the requests for certain acts during the sex events could harm their careers, including by, among other things, referring directly and indirectly to modeling opportunities that did not exist, incorporating Abercombrie products in the sex events, and providing men with initiaries for their sex events, and that did not refer to commercial sex, and instead resembled those often sent to models for photo shoots, thereby obscuring the nature of the sex events from the sex events from the men selected to attend. Okay, moving on down. So physically groomed men prior to the sex events, including at times shavings. What the fuck? What the fuck did I just read? Physically groomed men prior to the sex events, including at times shaving men's genitals without advance notice. What the fuck? Required men to relinquish their personal items, including clothing, wallets, and cellular phones, and store them in an inaccessible location during the sex events. Required men to sign on disclosure agreements, which, among other things, prohibited the disclosure of information about the sex events, including to their own family and friends, and required the payment of damages in the event of a breach. Intentionally required the heterosexual men, certain of whom were unwilling to engage in particular sex acts, including anal sex, and insisted that what the fuck insisted that men who previously stated they were unwilling to engage in particular sex acts, including anal sex, nonetheless engage in such acts during the sex events. This is disturbing. Pressured men to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the sex events. Oh man, for my 2K people that play NBA 2K, you will never think of the word poppers the same again after that one. Required the presence of the staff during the sexual activity, and ensured that attending did not leave the sex events until Jeffries and Smith decided they're over. On more than one occasion, the defendants Michael S. Jeffries and Matthew C. Smith either directed others to or personally injected men in their oh my, what the fuck? Am I reading this correctly? On more than one occasion, the defendants, Mr. Jeffries, okay, so Mike and Matt, either directed others to or personally injected men in their penises with a prescription grade erection inducing substance for the purpose of causing the men to engage in sex acts in which they were otherwise physically incapable and unwilling. Notwithstanding the fact that these injections were not medically indicated and frequently caused the men to suffer painful physical reactions that lasted for several hours, Jeffries and Smith employed their use to fulfill their own sexual desires by causing men to submit to them. So they was literally kidnapping niggas. Kidnapping and fucking niggas. This is crazy right here. Yes, I can't believe this is real either. Like, I am flabbergasted just reading this shit. Like, 2024, I tell you, it's becoming more and more evident. That whole saying, just that whole part in that interview right here. You got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. And that's anybody. So far, that is with anybody right now. Shit. This is nuts in here. No diddy. No pun intended. Of any kind. On more than one occasion, the defendants Michael Jeffries and Matthew Smith engaged in sex acts, continued to engage in sex acts, or caused men to engage in sex acts, including but not limited to anal penetration and the use of high-pressured enemas to which the men did not or were unable to consent. So this is another count of sex trafficking, okay? Right, they were human sex objects pretty much. Sickening. Sick bastard, yo. The sick bastard, yo. Okay, I don't want to read too far in. Okay, combination. Okay, so where we at here? Count 2 through 16 is the internet prostitution. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Jane Does between 2010 and 2011. It's 2012, I should say, is when it actually started. Okay. So between, let me see. Kind of is now with the 08, 09, 2010, and 2011. So the one so two of them were still around till 2012. That would be Jane Doe's 3 and Jane Doe's 6. They were still around an extra additional 4 years, it looks like. And so now I'm wondering who this actual person was and were they related of some sort? Or just suddenly have a child with each other? What? Definitely going to try to figure out which one of these, or who these Jane and John Does are. Looks like it's the old John Doe's. Excuse me. It's not just Jane Doe. It's all John Doe's. All John Doe's. Chill. You gotta get Dame Dash pause button for these lives. Yes, I'm about to buy one of them shits. You can aim. You came at the wrong time. Boomer Streets. What's going on, Boomer Streets? What's going on, Boom Bap Streets? But yeah, I might end up getting one of them. Pause. I might get one of them shits, or try to make a button or something like that. But as you can see, all these goddamn Jane and John. Well, not Jane, but at this point, I was hoping I was going to see a Jane. Goddammit, I'm seeing nothing but Johns. This is going to be a tough one. Criminal forfeiture allegation as to count 1. Let's see. Let's get down to more factual allegations. Criminal forfeiture allegation. I think we just read most of the allegations, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think those were the allegations right there. So criminal forfeiture allegation. The United States hereby gives notice to the defendants that upon their conviction of the offense charged in count 1, the government. Okay, yeah, that's it. It sounded like he was getting freed almost. But what does it say about this one right here? The United States hereby gives notice to the defendants that upon their conviction of any of the offensive charged in Columbia's counts 2 through 16, the government will seek forfeiture in accordance with Title 18, United States Code 2428, which requires the forfeiture of any property, any real or personal that would be used to intend to be used, commit or to facilitate the commission of such offenses, and any property, real personnel, constituting or derived from proceeds obtained directly or indirectly as a result of such offenses. If any of the above described forfeitable property as a result of any act, or cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, so you don't have to be in the courtroom, okay, has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third party, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, order in the court, of course, has been substantially demised in value, or has been common led with other property which cannot be divided. All right, so pretty much, like I said, this guy was pretty much just, kidnapping dudes and damn near just having his way with them overseas. But see, even with this, allegations right here, this is why I said the dealers making phone calls. King Osmond, what's going on? What's going on? This is why I said the dealers making phone calls. Literally since he got arrested. Mayor Eric Adams, Liam Payne, Ryan Wedding, who's connected to Naheem Benelia, is connected to DJ Khaled. Same week, we get this. This gets thrown in the price. Well, not same week, but you know what I mean. Around the same time frame. It's crazy out here that we even, are at another lawsuit about sex trafficking. I want y'all to just think about that one particular fact right here. We are in such a big an era of whistleblowing and letting people know what's going on. We have so many different outlets. And I love the fact that we have this many different outlets of people talking and spreading the truth out here. But furthermore, I love the fact that we have access to these files to be able to read them and break them down as well. Like I said, this one in particular was just interesting how, person could have easily jumped up and just dove out or stopped the car or whatever have you, and no, you just having a good time. high as hell, having a good time. I'm trying to tell you, it's different out here now. It's very different out here now. And I wasn't expecting to, I heard that there was some weirdness going on with the dude, but I didn't know it was that weird. Okay, I think we're gonna get into that our next piece of thing because there's not really much with this except for the fact that, like I said, see the thing is, there's not really much with this except for the actual allegations that's put out. So it's no actual full factual allegations that got put out with this. That's why we were just reading pretty much the court filing of things, if you will. This isn't even something saying that he was even supposed to even get some of the court. But now that he is, they have the questions to actually ask him now. So yeah. Okay, so where are we gonna start from here? I guess we can get into. All right, so yeah, I might as well read that real quick. So, Diddy's 13th, I was gonna say 13th lawsuit. Ha ha. Excuse me. See, that's the thing. Yes, definitely a blink twice type of situation with this dude. Definitely a blink twice situation with this dude. It's sickening out here. Absolutely sickening what these people are capable of doing. Or should I say, like to do. I can't even say this shit is ritualistic. Because I notice they keep trying to throw that alibi around too. It's ritualistic or it's good for you. What the hell is good for you about me not being able to remember shit? I just want to know that. What in the hell is the world of me not being able to talk to you or know what the hell you're saying anymore? I'm just white noise after a while, and then I just go completely mute. Like, oh shit, they really can't hear me. I'm talking, but nobody can hear me. All right, let me see if this actually provisioned on the account.